You're watching Carolina and Company Live. With your host, Cecil Chandler. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. I'm Cecil Chandler. Who are you?
I'm Liz Calloway.
Now, she is from WRNN Morning Talk Show. Her and Dave Priest do the Morning Talk Show, all kind of political stuff. Y'all do all kind of stuff there, don't you?
Yes, we interview presidential candidates and local people doing wonderful things. Very
just
similar
like we do
to
here.
Your show, yeah. So it's all about hot talk. It's the Hot Talk Morning Show, so it's not always nice between Dave and I.
Oh, okay. Gets a little hot?
I have to straighten him out every once in a while.
All right, today we got Hot Talk right here on Carolina and Company Live. All right, we've got a lot of good stuff coming up. But first off, you know what we need to do?
What?
We need to check the weather because people want to know what's going on.
Absolutely. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. You know, tomorrow is Fat Tuesday.
You saying I'm fat?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Fat Tuesday. Oh, yeah, that's
fat.
right. Okay, I was just checking. And, you know, there are a lot of parties going on, all kind of different places. Now, there's a big one coming up at Dick's Last Resort. There it is right there.
All right, and it's the 24th Annual Mardi Gras Parade. It'll start at 5 p.m. right there at Barefoot.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be in that parade tomorrow. If I get back from Laurinburg in time, I'll be there.
What are you going to be wearing?
I'm going to be driving it right in the parade tomorrow, right there. They do it. It's a pretty cool thing, and they got live music, lots of fun for the entire family. Dick's Resort, go out there, and they will talk about you, I promise you. Now, on Friday, I said this.
Okay.
I said, I had this feeling that the Broncos were going to win, and I told it on the air. And everybody booed me and all this stuff, but let me tell you, it was one heck of a game, and I hate that the Panthers lost, but let me tell you, the Broncos, the final score, 24-10, and I predicted that the Broncos would win, above all my friends saying bad things about me and saying, I can't believe you're picking them. But the man went out in style. There he is, the oldest quarterback to ever play in the Super Bowl, and I'm glad for him. Oh,
a lot of people just wanted the Broncos to win for him. Absolutely.
That's the greatest thing in the world. Okay.
Well, you know, I met a really special lady today in your office, and her name is
Angie Miller.
Yes.
And it's Angie's birthday. There she is. She helps me line up stuff, get things together. Without her, I would probably jump off of a building. So, Angie, happy birthday to you. I'm taking her lunch after the show today.
Are you?
Yeah, we are.
That's so nice.
Now, I do want to mention one other thing. Russell and Karen Vereen of Russell's Raw Bar, they would like to thank everybody that came out for Herman's fundraiser down at Russell's Raw Bar right there in Merle's Inlet. And Herman lost everything in a house fire a couple of weeks ago, and they raised some money. And they're going to have another one coming up pretty soon, and I'll be telling you about that. All right, you ready to find out about today?
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Today's Monday, February 8th, and this is Fly a Kite Day. Okay.
Is that a hint?
Yeah, I reckon. And it's also, I love this, and it's also, what's up?
What's up? Remember
what's
that
up
commercial?
Day? Yeah, I know it. They had it on the other day talking about it. All right, birthdays day. Let's go back to 1941. Nick Nolte. There he is. Man, he is looking rough, isn't he? 75 years old. Dye your hair a little bit, buddy. He's the actor, and you remember The Prince of Tides, filmed down in South Carolina, parts of it. 48 Hours, The Deep, A Walk in the Woods. That's him. All right, let's go to 1953. Mary Steenburgen. She's 63. She's an Academy Award winner for let's see, she was in Melvin and Howard and Four Christmases, Step Brothers, and The Proposal, and she was in Las Vegas, too, a movie. All right, 1974, Seth Green, 42 years old. He's an actor, and he was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Italian Job. Great show. I saw it again the other night. Rat Race, Family Guy, The X-Files, and he's won numerous Emmy Awards. All right, today in history, let's go back to 1974. Can you go back that far?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Good Times debuted. You remember that?
Yeah, we were just talking about it the other day with Dave, and we were talking about Janet Jackson. Wasn't she on there? And JJ Dynamite.
Dynamite.
We've had him on the Hot Talk Morning
That was
Show,
in 1974. 1992, I'm Too Sexy. My Right Said Fred. It peaked at #1 on the Billboard charts.
That's his theme song.
I am too sexy for my clothes. All right, here we go. From the Know It All department, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here's something I did not know. If you eat something spicy, what do you take to kind of kill the heat? What would you take? What do you take?
Water?
Water? No. Bread. I used to think bread, milk, or something like that.
That's not right.
Milk? Okay. Listen to this. It says if you eat a teaspoon of sugar, It'll take away the burning sensation, yeah. But if you're diabetic, I don't advise you to eat the sugar. Yeah. That's from the Know-It-All department today. All right, we got a great show coming up. Liz is my co-host today from WRINN Talk Radio, Hot Talk. Her and Dave Priest in the mornings. You check them out. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. I'm Cecil. This is my co-host Liz, and we've got the big home show coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up this weekend. It's the 36th annual, and we have a special guest here today. We have Scott D. Hollander. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Scott's been there. Gosh, he's been at the show every day. I mean, every time we go, I've seen you there.
Well, probably the last 16 years at least.
Oh, right.
So
now,
we've
the
been
home
doing
show,
it quite a few years.
Let's talk a little bit about the home show. You can find everything you want, from a swimming pool to paved driveways. You know, if you have a condo, a house, and you want to soup it up a little bit, you go to the home show and you find everything. I mean, that's just what's so amazing about the home show.
I mean, this year there's over 200 vendors that are going to be there, so it really is going to be a good show. And it's Valentine's weekend, so I imagine there'll be a little Valentine's theme going on, you know,
it's
during the show.
3 days. It's not just
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, from 10 to 6 Friday and Saturday, and from 11 to 5 on Sunday.
Now, the best part of these home shows is all the raffles and things that you can kind
Just
of
have
put
a lot
in
of
for
fun.
samples. And
Yeah, they have a silent auction, and it's for the Coastal Animal Rescue, and they do that every year. And a lot of the vendors, you know, put in, donate, or build something like that. And actually, Winterworld's doing a cruise.
Oh, all right, let's talk a little bit about Winterworld. Tell them what Winterworld is. This is where you stand not behind, but you stand on the windows.
Yeah,
and they won't break.
And I want to think we had you standing on one a year or two ago.
And it didn't break. Yeah, we did that at the show.
Now, we've been around for this is our 17th year, so we've been in the area for a long time. We have sponsored the home show a few years now, and it's really got a tremendous response for us. And we do windows, doors, vinyl siding, and storm doors, and hurricane protection as well.
So you can't beat that when it comes to something like that. But I like the home show. It's a neat thing to go to, and you get to see a lot of replicable dealers. In other words, dealers that aren't going to rip you off.
Sure,
I couldn't get that word out.
And it's good for the homeowners to come there, because what you're going to deal with is businesses that are established. It's not going to be, I call them the chuck in the truck, but it's not going to be that type of a contractor that they're going to find at the home show. They're going to find good, reputable companies.
That's
that
good.
is so important when you're trying to do some home improvements, that's for sure.
That's correct.
So, and it's great because you get to see a lot of demonstrations, you get a lot of great ideas, and you meet a lot of good people that'll actually show up.
Yeah,
that's show up for it. That's right. And that's the good thing about it. And we look forward to the home show. We will be there live on Friday, and we'll be doing our show there. And we hope to see a lot of people. Now, Windows World. Now, let me ask you this question: How do you make those windows? How are they so strong? I mean, because I stood on it. I mean, how do you keep them from busting open yet?
Well, I mean, today with some of the code requirements that are in the building industry today, it requires a good, strong window. Now, Winterworld has kind of been doing this for, since 1995. What we do in our standard window is what makes that so strong. I mean, we use a lot thicker glass. In some cases, that glass is a good 3/16 of an inch thick. Or if you go into impact glass, it's almost a 1/4 of an inch thick, and it's still an insulated unit.
And it helps with the heat and cool, house inside of your house.
Most certainly does. We can cut easily 20–30% of your electric bill.
Now, on Friday, preparing for Valentine's Day, they're going to have a lot of special things happening at the home
show.
They
will. Tell me quick,
some
real
of
quick.
the
We got 30
demonstrations.
seconds.
Heart and soul food.
Yep.
A lifetime love of Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
Food for romance, and chocolate for the one you love. So the demonstrations are going to be
So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff.
Valentine's Day theme.
That's right. We got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We are talking the blues doctor to be exact.
Oh, look at here. Drink small. That's what it's all about. And we're going to be talking about South Carolina blues, all kinds of cool stuff. And they got a big birthday party coming up. Let's see. February 27th.
Absolutely.
Is that right? Lee's here with us. Wow. Tell me where it's going to be held and what it's all about.
Well, the last Saturday in February down at Hobcaw Barony, we are having Drink Small, and we are so excited. In the PD, we were bringing up those Civil War cannons a few months ago, you remember?
Right.
And while I was there, some of the South Carolina Institute of Archaeology folks said, Drink Small. And I said, is he still performing? He goes, yeah. And he's going to be 83. And I said, well, we're going to have him for concert
there he
at
is.
Hobcaw.
Look at there.
Yes. He is the man. And you know, you think about South Carolina's African-American history, but also in a new book called South Carolina Blues by Claire DeLune, we learned so much about how just South Carolina, not Mississippi, has influenced the blues. South Carolina's older than Mississippi anyway, but jazz, tap, hand jive. Even last night at the ball game, did you see the hand jive, the victory dance?
Yes, sir.
It was the hand jive. But so much African-American history, and we think a lot about jazz and the respect it gets, but for some reason, Drink Small says blues can't get no respect. Beethoven, they're still knocking around his work, but the blues is important. And to have Drink Small come to Hobcaw Barony, to this area near Georgetown, to perform, and the concert is going to be great, 3 to 5 in the afternoon, so you can go home and drink some more. Drink large.
All right, now that's
Drink large.
That's going to be Saturday, February 27th,
Yes.
right? And tell them where it's going to be again.
It's going to be down at Hobcaw Barony, and we are about 10 miles south of Pawleys Island before you get to Georgetown. And tickets are already on sale, and we are selling tickets down at Class at Pawleys. $25, that's it. A lot of people know Drink Small, particularly from the college circuit. If you were a fraternity brother, if you were a sorority sister, or if you just loved live music. He played everywhere. He didn't like to go to Europe, where so many blues musicians made it big.
Yeah.
He loved to play in South Carolina. He's from Bishopville, and when he was 8 years old,
Lee County boy.
Lee County, you know.
Wow.
And from the seat, you know, Bishopville, the Cotton Museum, South Carolina Cotton Trail. Well, at 8 years old, he didn't like picking cotton, and he said, "Please, can I ride on my uncle's wagon?" And the wagon would go between the rows and pick up the cotton from the pickers, but he fell out, and the wagon rolled over him, and he couldn't pick cotton anymore. He was injured his back terribly. But from then, he began to get involved in church music, and then he got scooped up, and he went with the spiritual airs and played gospel. And then when he was at the Apollo Theater in New York, you know what? He was discovered 1956. And from then he started singing raunchy blues and bad blues and dirty blues.
All the dirty blues. He's going to do everything.
Well, he's going to be 83 though, and you know what he said? He goes, "I'm not playing dirty blues anymore. I'm working at getting into heaven." But it's good blues.
All right, now the place where he's going to be playing is heading south to Pawleys Island. I mean, past Pawleys Island, about 10 miles. Is it on the right?
It's on the left.
Left
it's the
side.
last thing on the left before
There's
you
a
get to
sign
the
there.
bridge.
There's a nice
Big
sign
sign,
there.
and we want you to get your tickets ahead of time.
Tell them how.
843-235-9600. Class at Pawleys. 843-235-9600. And those are hot tickets for hot music.
So if you like the blues, you're going to like that, you know, because
Is this indoor or
It's
outdoor?
an indoor event. Good question.
Okay.
We'll have the fire going, because Drink Small don't do outdoors.
Okay. I don't
Yeah,
blame
man.
them.
It's
You
going to be
never
a
know.
great concert. We'll have a little something.
that's his
We'll have a
first
little
name.
something small to drink while you're there. Come join us.
a little taste of it. Okay, that's great. And the book, the books will be there?
The books will be for sale as well as CDs. Claire DeLune will be there, the author of South Carolina Blues and the host of the Blues Moon show on the radio. She also is a music history professor at Carolina. And of course, Gail Wilson-Garantano, who's written the first biography of Drink Small. South Carolina's legend, South Carolina folk artist, been to Washington and honored, won so many awards. We are lucky to have him.
Well, we thank you for being here. Check him out
exciting.
February 27th, Saturday. Wow.
It's
All right.
coming up already.
All right, I know it. Tell them we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, Caring in Our Lifetime. It's an organization that really does a lot of stuff, helping people with breast cancer for men and for women, Liz.
Yes, yes. And we have a special guest here, Susan Brandstrom, who's going to tell us all about Caring in Your Lifetime. It's a wonderful organization.
It is, and it's near and dear to my heart because I am a breast cancer survivor. And we started in 1997. Helping a colleague that had breast cancer to raise funds for her medical bills, and we have just evolved since then. There are 10 volunteer on our board, so none of us get paid, and all our money stays local in Horry and Georgetown County. And like Cecil said, we help men and women. We've just grown, and it's just very rewarding.
Well, when someone gets a diagnosis such as breast cancer, so many things go flying through their mind.
Yes,
but
yes.
The reality of the situation is there's some management that has to happen regarding health insurance and finances.
Exactly.
And the volunteers that work for Caring in Your Lifetime are just so seasoned and know exactly what to do.
Well, I like to think we are. I am a nurse, and so I handle the recipients. You can get our application online at caringinourlifetime.com and mail it to a P.O. box, and then we review it as a group. And once you're accepted, then I do the calling and connection with the person, and we go forward with whatever insurance is not going to pay. I try and go in and negotiate with the facility for their treatment, and particularly their treatment can get very, very expensive.
And y'all do a lot of fundraisers. Any fundraisers come up anytime soon? What you got?
Well, I do want to mention it in September. There's the BFF race. It was in March last year, but we've moved it to September. Breast Friends Forever. It's a lot of fun. It's a walk run at Barefoot. And I'll have more information on that coming up. Also, you can go to our website and see anything that's coming up. But I do want to sort of plump up Tuesday night. The Coastal Carolina basketball is they're in the pink night, and they're playing Charleston Southern. And for anybody that's a breast cancer survivor groups, they can go. They're going to do things like at halftime and quarter to celebrate the breast cancer survivors. So
and they get free tickets too.
Yes, they do. And you can contact N. Marcus, which is right there at the bottom of the ad, at Coastal Education to register or to get more information. And that should be on our website as well.
All right. Well, Susan, thank you so much.
Well, thank y'all for having me. I love being here. Thanks.
All right, we got a lot more coming up. Stay with us. Liz and I'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live, and thank you so much for inviting me back.
Did you have a good fun day?
Yeah, it was awesome. We had great guests, and you know, so it's good to stay in touch with the community. I mean, it's important.
Well, it's similar to what you do on Hot Talk Radio, you and Dave Priest in the mornings. I mean, y'all talk to a lot of people, too, and you have to line these people up, too.
Yes.
Like I do.
It's the same thing. Yeah, we have about 2 to 3 interviews a day, and a lot of times we have politicians, local leaders, different events that are coming up. So we like to keep everybody in touch with what's going on locally.
Well, the only difference in this show is we do not bring politicians on. Anybody running for office, I'm sorry, you're going to have to buy time. You can't be on this show.
It's so much fun.
I know it is. I know it is. All right, hey, there's a lot of cool things coming up the weekend now. Don't forget if you want to go down.
The home show, for sure.
Yeah, the home show is coming up.
Valentine's Day. Did you get your Valentine's gift?
I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm working on it. And also, don't forget the Blues Doctor. That's coming up in a couple of weeks to February 27th down at Hobie Call. That's going to be a cool one if you like blues. All right, we had a great time. Tell them bye, Liz.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'll
See you
tomorrow. We've got a great show tomorrow. Magic.